All right, sports fans, welcome back to the second half. You might notice a little bit something that's a little bit different today. Yeah, it's actually this paper chart right here. We're gonna actually do it on paper from now on. I did transcribe it over to paper here, but the app wasn't working for me, and it wasn't working probably for you either. Being that it was a little bit more difficult to tell what actually what was actually going on really. So I wanted to bring it back out and do it with paper here and see if we can continue the second half here. Of course, it is England 1, Netherlands 0. That first goal was scored, I believe, in the 37th or 38th minute by Alan Shearer. So great for him here. Now it is the second half, so we can actually rotate the positions real quick here to make sure we have the best players out front. That's kind of how you do it because it is the second half real quick here. So if we want Ashley Cole to be out there, we do want him to be there. Okay. That out there. Okay, let's see. Paul Scholes. He's good there. Glenn Hoddle, I don't want him there. Let's have David Beckham out there to start us off. Okay, and then Alan Shearer, we can have him out there. No problem. Okay, Frank Hicard. Let's put Ruud Gullit. Gullit was doing very good for us, or for them at least, you'd say, for gameplay wise. And then Johan Cruyff, we'll have him there. So Johan Cruyff will be there for us. Wesley Schneider, Ronald Koeman, and Jap Stam. Let's see. Let's put Ruud Krul. Ruud Krul is very good there. So we're gonna play us off here now. I do believe the ball was actually first possessed, I think it was, by I think it was by the Netherlands. So if not, well, we're going with Netherlands. England's going to have the ball at the second half. So without further ado, guys, let's get back to it and let's go for the second half here. Soccer Blast with the first round matchup between Netherlands and England. Okay, now I'm going to, I don't need the decider die. I'm going to use the 4 dice method. That way it takes a little less time. I can just use that as the decider for any of the 6, 7, or 8s, right? So any of those take on, midfield battles, or build-ups, I can actually just utilize that number there. So it looks like it's a 1, so let's redo the 1 here. So Alan Shearer's going to move out here, and Wayne Rooney's going to come in. Okay, so it looks like a 4-7, so that's a 7 there for us. 7 is midfield battle. So reroll green. We're not going to have to re-roll it because we already have it right there. So that's kind of nice there for us. So 6 is what we got going on. Now 6 says midfield battle. Mark off 6 minutes. Team with most stars next minute have the attack, or starts next minute with attack. So let's see here. So we're going to do 6 minutes of midfield battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on the 52nd minute, we're going to see who, so star players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, so 2. So it's going to be the Netherlands is going to grab the ball there. So that definitely wasn't very good there on England's part. We'll write their team there, who actually has the ball there, just so we know the possession, I guess you'd say. Okay, so let's see here. So Netherlands is going to start up with the attack. So with attack here, let's check what's going to happen here. I don't think for attack we need the actual other die. So on the attack, let's see what we got going on. So number 1 here, Johan Cruyff is going to go out. So Dennis Bergkamp is going to come in. All right, so let's check. So 5. So is the black 5 higher than the triangles? So the triangles here, 1, 2, 2. So it is. So it is higher. So the attack is going to be defended. And let's see here. So that's 9. 4 and 5 is 9. So offensive 3. So that'll be Wesley Schneider. Has a wide shot there. So we're going to say defended. So that will be parentheses miss. Wesley Schneider. I think it's in. Okay. And then, let's see, 0-2, does Ruud Gullit have the circle? So he does. So they're going to keep possession here. So let's see what happens with possession once they get it. On the next minute, I believe. Yeah. Okay. For a new minute here, so we have 2. So Ruud Gullit is going to get out of the ball here for us. Okay, and then Frank Hicard is there. All right. So now it's going to be 2-5. That's a 7. So midfield battle again, and the 4. So the gold one here is 4. So that means we're going to mark off 4 minutes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to say Netherlands. All right, so Netherlands have the ball here. Now it looks like we're going to look for the hard stat, or the hard, guess quality, I suppose. So the hard quality. So no one has hard there. 1, 2. So it looks like England's going to catch the ball here, and it's going to be a shot or an attack here for England. So let's check it out real quick here. All right, so we have a 1. So we got to change Rooney over back to Alan Shearer, which is going to be important here. Okay, let's see here. All right, so Alan Shearer is going to be back on the pitch there, or at least in the view, kind of television, I guess you'd say. And so he's back in the play, so 4 and 4. So is 4 bigger than the triangles we have here? So 1, 2. So 2, yes. So it is going to be higher than the triangles there. So they won't actually have a shot there. So, or at least it'll be defended. So 4 and 4 is 8. So we're going to look 0-2 wide. So David Beckham shoots it wide here. So we're going to do again miss, and it's going to be David Beckham. And let's see who we're looking at next here. So who's going to see if he's going to rebound there? That's going to be 0-1. Now, does Alan Shearer have the circle? He actually doesn't. So he's not going to be able to get it. So now the Netherlands are going to scoop up that rebound there for us and continue on to the next minute here. Okay. So we have Netherlands getting out the ball here. Oh, wow, triples. Okay. So, it will, of course, you got to remember 1-1 would be if it was on target or on an attack, I believe. I think that's what it is. It would be a rebound, and then it would be a counterattack. So we don't have it now because, of course, this is just for the play. So we're going to move right now Dennis Bergkamp back here, and then we're going to see Johan Cruyff come up here for us. Okay, so Johan's on the field of view here, and it's going to be 2. So an attack. If offense has a triangle, it creates an attack. So they have one attack, yeah. So Johan, they have plenty of those. So we're going to see an attack happen here, guys. Let's see what happens here when we roll in the attack. Okay, so 2. So Frankie Card is going to go back here. Okay, and it's going to be 1. So black dice higher than triangles? Definitely not. 4 is 4 equal to or lower than the squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So is it equal to or lower than? It is, right? Because we have 4 and we have 4 on the dice. So that does mean the attack is going to be defended again. So it looks like right now, if you notice that here, so for the 58th minute here, let's see here, it's going to be a missed. The defense for England is really good. John Terry, Ashley Cole, they have really good defense there, actually. So that's going to be a missed shot here, but we're going to see real quick what happens here. So 4 and 1 equals 5. So 0-4 is going to be Ronald Koeman. So Ronald Koeman is going to miss the shot there. Okay, and then let's see what happens. So let's see, that's what, 5. So D4 circle. So it's the D4 circle, and he. Wow, that's weird. Yeah. Oh no, defense circle. So David Beckham is a circle. So he's going to take possession of the ball there, and it's going to be down for their possession here with England grabbing the ball here in the 59th minute. It's already a little bit faster, much faster using the paper here, guys. So I appreciate your guys' patience and seeing how I change here. All right, so with David Beckham grabbing the ball here, we'll see what happens when they come down the pitch. So it looks like Ashley Cole's going to change a tiny bit here, and Tony Adams is going to run on here. So we're going to have to look at the 11, right? So 11 says corner kick. All right, so we're not in the final 30 minutes, okay? The final 30 minutes would be, of course, 60, and so we're actually at the 59th minute. We're close, but we're on the 59th minute. So shot on target, deflected out of bounds by goalkeeper, and so let's see who's going to take that shot. So the one decide or die will decide that, and that says it's going to be 1. So Alan Shearer will have missed the shot here, right? And so then mark off minute, and then offense starts next minute with corner kick. So we're going to say here, that there was a shot, so it was a missed shot. We're just going to do a missed shot here, and it's going to be Alan Shearer again. I misspelled that, whoops. Okay, and then it's going to be a corner kick starting the play here, right? So it's going to be starting the minute with the corner kick. If green die is 6, offense calls for offside, so it's not. So we're good to go here. So we're going to start with the corner kick here, see what happens on this little corner kick for England. Okay. All right, so 6 says on this corner kick, it looks like we're going to go to take on. So the corner kick's going to actually go to the take on chart here, which is going to be a 2. So 2 says touch. So the touch for a 3-3 is going to be these guys right in the midfield here. So the touch rating. So he's got 1 and he has 1. So Wesley Schneider and Paul Scholes have it there. So let's check and see what actually happens here when we play it. So okay, so the home team, of course, is the dot here, and Wesley Schneider is a part of the home team, so the defense is going to actually take possession there. So I'm going to say that was a turnover there, right? Because it looks like it was a take on, so we're going to give that a turnover, right? Let's see here, ball turned over, so we're going to do this right here, a little turnover, and we'll give that to turnover to Paul Scholl, because he definitely turned that one over there. Okay, so now we're going to go start the 61st minute with the Netherlands with the ball here. Okay, so it's 5. So 5 is going to be here. So Ruud Krul is going to go out. And we're going to have Jaap Stam on. And let's see, so 5, 6, that's 11. Wow, we do have a lot here. So corner kick. So in the final 30 minutes, green die, offensive player and opposing defense player substitute, not switch. Ooh, so that's a big deal. So the final 30 minutes, when we are in the final 30 minutes, so it looks like the green die offense player and opposing defense player substitute, not switch. So this is a great point to bring out some information here on how substitutions work. It's a little easier, and I can show you out here real quick. So let's look at our guys first. So we're going to go to the offensive team first, who's going to substitute. So we're looking at the 6th. So we're going to roll that one more time here. See if we can get other than 6. So 2. So 2. So the number 2 on offense and defense, right? So it says like right there that the green die, offensive and opposing player, defensive player substitute, not switch. So offense and defensive player. So that'd be 2 and 2, right? So Beckham and Hujulet is going to have to step off here. And so they're both forwards, but I don't think a forward can play in number 2 here. So it does look like he will be out of position. Now it says right here on the rule books, I'm kind of reading it real quick here while I'm looking at it. It says if the substitute is a different position from the replaced player, either a forward or defender, regardless of whether he has symbols or checks, he is given a red chip. So it looks like because he's replacing a midfielder or a forward midfielder, I guess he would get a red chip, supposedly, right? These guys would get the red chip here. So let's put Marco van Basten on there because he's definitely really good here. So let's get him out there. And that shot rating, my goodness. So Ruud Gillette is going to be substituted here. And we'll put him on there. Okay. And then I think he gets a red one because he comes into the wrong position, right? So he comes in the wrong position there. And then we're going to take David Beckham, right? So David Beckham, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah. All right, so David Beckham's going to be replaced by Paul Gasson, I think that's his name, or Gasson. I have no idea. I really have no clue. All right, so Paul's going to be going in there, and David Beckham's going to substitute out here. Now, it does say, of course, if we're looking for chips here, if it has at least one triangle, circle, or square. Now, he does have a triangle there. On his position card, he's going to receive a red chip, but it says if on his card he gets a blue chip, right? at least there. Yeah, so it looks like he's going to get a blue chip because of the fact that he does have that. So let's give him a nice blue chip here. Cool beans. This will help him out a little bit here. Trying to get the blue chip. There you go. So Paul's got the blue chip. Now, a thing to note about the red chips here. So after they get switched, so if Paul gets switched here, the chip is going to be actually moved away, right? But if a player with a red chip is switched or like moved, so like Marco gets pushed away, all we do is move the red chip to another player on the same position. So either it's going to be a forward or a defender, right? Either in the same box position or a different one. So this one actually can stay. So the red can stay and move around, whereas the blue doesn't. So the blue actually has to stick there. So it looks like we have everything kind of set up here. When we're ready to use them, we can definitely use it to help us out. But at this time, I believe we're doing a corner kick. So, so the shot's gonna be on target, right? And the person who shot it here, we're gonna just check real quick here. So 5 there. I think I may have moved that there. I think it was a 5 and 6, right? 6 and a 5 there. So 5 and 6 there. So 5, so position 5 here, Jap Stem shot the ball here, so that's going to be a miss, okay, and Jap Stem missed it there. And we're going to get a corner kick here on the 62nd minute here. So let's see what happens on the corner kick here. All right, so that's a 1, or apologize, 1, I'm reading the gold die there, so 4. So 4 says attack, no squares. So we're going to go right into attack, and there's going to be no squares, which essentially means there's going to be no defense. So it looks like somebody's out of position, so we're going to check it out and see what happens here when we roll here. Okay, so that's a 2. So we're going to move Marco here, Van Basten. So Marco's going to move there. And now I have to move this guy to another position. I'm going to push this one to here. So Johan Cruyff is going to get the ball here, or he's going to get the chip to to better kind of see it there. So so let's see here. Now I don't know exactly how to use the chips 100% because this is my only second game playing here, and I actually didn't play with the chips last time here. I never actually had to use them, honestly. So it looks like it is intended to play that they are played after an attack is created from the game strip before the dice are rolled to resolve it. So okay, so it had to have done it. So essentially, once the chip is played, let's see here. Chips placed on forwards are used to add triangles. Chips placed on midfielders are used to add either triangles or squares. So I guess when we team must play its chip first. If it does, the defensive team may respond by playing a chip of its own if it has one to play. If both teams play a chip, and assuming the defense's extra squares, symbols, bring the total to 6, the attack is automatically defended. So I guess we are too late on that one here, so we'll continue here. So looks like we had already switched up the player here, so we're going to look at a 5, okay? Or I apologize, 5. Oh, let's look here. So 1. So 1 shows us here on the attack. So 1 is the black die higher than the triangles. That is definitely not the case. We have plenty more triangles, so it's going to be on target. So now we're going to roll all 3 dice right now, okay? And so we're going to roll all 3 dice. Let's see, white is greater than the number of stars on goalie, okay? So let's see what we have here. So roll all 3 die here. We're going to see who's going to be doing what here. So let's check here. So the black die is the black die equal to or lower than the shot plus assist? So let's check and see. I think the black die is the attacker. So I'm just going to check real quick to make sure I have that right here. So alright guys, so I kind of actually looked back at the rules real quick, and I found out that I kind of made a mistake. And you guys probably already saw that, so I might have edited this out, or I might have just kept it in here to show you guys that, again, I do make mistakes here. So essentially what happens here, and I missed this here because again, it's one of those things, a lot of cards and dice games you do have to kind of take with a grain of salt. You have to do a lot of reading and playing through for it to work efficiently 100%. So what it is that we're actually looking at the combined total of, or we're looking at combined of these guys, because the attack did get through because 1 is less than the amount of triangles here, right? So it is equal to or lower than, or yeah, the black die is not higher than the shot plus that. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. The black die is equal to or lower than, so that creates the on-target shot. So now we take 5 right here. So 5 equals what's the on-target. So the on-target is going to be 05 or 04. So we're going to look at 04. So he's going to have a better shot at it. So we're going to take 04 is going to make Ronald Koeman's going to make a shot. Now 2 is going to make the assist. So Frank Ricard is going to be the one that makes the assist here. Now we can proceed. Now we can proceed because now we have the shot is going to be by Ronald Koeman, and Frank Ricard is going to be the one that actually takes the shot there, or takes the assist. So we know at least what we're doing here, and we're going to roll all 3 dice at this point, right? We're going to roll for the shot here, and we're going to see whether or not the black dice is higher than the shot and assist stars, okay? Or I guess you could say it's easier to do it always the negative sense. So like the negative if it doesn't make sense. So black die higher than or higher than shot plus assist. So let's check here. So is the black dice higher than the shot plus assist? So the shot is 1 and the assist is 1. So that's gonna be 2. The black die is larger, so it's gonna be saved. Okay. So now we're going to roll over here. So we're going to check real quick here as we look at the shot here. So we're going to play on, let's see here, because we don't actually have to look here. It's saved already. We already know it's saved. So we need to roll to see how Peter Shilton defends the Ronald Koeman shot here. So it's going to be saved. And when we roll it here, oh, crap, did I? I did do it again, didn't I? It was like a 1 plus something else, right? A 1 and like 4 or something like that. Well, we'll just say 1 and 4. Dang it. I do it all the time. I get too antsy to start rolling dice. I apologize. So we're going to say it was a 1 and 4. I know it was a 1, right? Because, or I know it was a 3. It was a 3, and we'll say 3 and 4, okay? So it does look like it was saved. So it was saved, and then rebound shot, 01, so Johan Cruyff, keeper must make spectacular save. So we're going to see shot save here. So let's check this out real quick. Let's make sure we write these down here because it is definitely important here. So it looks like it was a miss by, first one is going to be Ronald Koeman. And then it might actually have another shot here because it does look like we're actually going to be playing here on the spectacular save here. So let's check that out real quick here. Johan Cruyff off the rebound is going to be taking the shot here. So that's going to be 5 and 5. That's 10. So off the crossbar, goal. But if the green is 6, then counterattack or goal waved off by referee. It was an offsides. As you can see, the referee says that it was an offsides there. So it was offsides, and so that's going to be a miss. And then another, well, I guess you could say it was a offsides, but reality is we're going to be going to the next minute here. So on the 62nd minute, we had a goal shot attempt and then a offsides play there. So absolutely wonderful play here for us. Really great shots and stuff here. So let's move down our little list there so we can see here. So the 63rd minute, let's check out, see what happens here. So now, as we can see here, it's me offside. So now the ball's going to go back over to the English side here. We can reset our little charts there. And let's keep on going here, guys. All right, so 1. So 1 here is going to be Alan Shearer. So Wayne Rooney's going to switch up here. All right, so we have a 9, which 9 means sideline battle on a roll of 3-6. That's going to be a 4-5 here. We're going to mark off 2 minutes. Ball knocked out of bounds. Re-roll green die for out of bounds ruling. So let's check that out real quick here. So green die, so it's going to be knocked out of bounds. We're going to mark off 2 minutes of sideline, so 2 minutes there of sideline there. And then we're going to see what the out of bounds ruling is here on the green die. I should have actually just rolled the purple here. So that's a 2. So a 2 on the out of bounds ruling, if you guys can check it out here. It looks like team with most circles, symbols, wins the ball here. But after the 80th minute, trailing team. We're not in the 8th minute yet. We're in the 64th minute or 5th minute. So circles, let's check it. 1, 2, 3, and that's 3. 1, and that's it. So it looks like Netherlands is going to take advantage of the ball here. And I think that's it pretty much. I think that's the out of bounds ruling for sidelines ball there. So they take the ball. And I think that's going to be a no shot ball turned over. Yeah, ball turned over. And it's going to be, I guess you'd say Netherlands ball. So let's write that down there. Netherlands ball. Okay. So I'll write that down. Just make sure we have that there. All right, next up here, let's see what happens after that nice little play there. So Frank Hicard's going to go back out there, probably move down the wing there. So 3-5 is an 8. 8 says build up. Number 2 here is going to be the roll here. So we're going to actually look at the touch. So touch quality here. So the offense wins matchups, where we're going to check and see who has the most touch on this team here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be tough to beat because they have really good touch. So they have 2 touch or 3 touch here. So Paul Scholes and Tony Adams is going to have the touch there. So they're going to take an attack here. So let's see what happens here on the attack. Okay, so on the attack, it looks like we have 1's going to change here. So Johan Cruyff is going to move out. Okay. All right. And then we're going to move this back over to Marco van Basten. Okay. And let's see what the attack is. So the attack, of course, black die higher than the triangles. So 5. Let's see how many triangles we got. 1, 2, 3. We have 3. So the black die is higher, so that's going to be a defended. So we're going to go to the defended column here with a 9, correct? Yep, 9. So it looks like the man who's going to shoot it here is going to be Wesley Schneider. And Wesley Schneider's going to miss it wide there. So missing it wide is Wesley Schneider. All right. I definitely remember watching Wesley Schneider play multiple times there. I think it was for Internacional. So let's see here. So Wesley Schneider was the 3 there. So 9. So 9 means 0-2. Does 0-2 offensive 2 player, second player have the ball? He does have the circle ability, so he's going to continue with. They're going to continue with the ball here in possession. We're going to go to the next here. So let's see what happens on the next one. Okay, so let's see here. 1. So Dennis Bergkamp is going to move over here. Okay, and let's see here. So it's going to be a 6. 6 says take on. So use matchup from dice combination, i.e. black 5, white 1, or you roll green die to determine quality. We already hit the 1 here. So it's going to be a pace. So a pace against a black 2. So that's going to be a 2 here. So Marco van Basten and Tony Adams here. So pace. Who has pace and who doesn't? So Marco does have pace. So it looks like we're going to go to attack right now here. Let's see real quick here. If the offensive player wins the quality check on 6, on result 6, let me see here. I don't think it's a result, on result 6, yeah. Rather than create an attack, he can try instead to do it himself and roll on this chart. So I think he's going to do the roll it himself, or he's going to do it himself here. Because you can do 2 things. We can take a shot from here. Now, the reason why I do kind of want to do this attack here for us, or this idea, is because Marco van Basten, if you see how great his shot is, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars there on his shot, which is absolutely phenomenal, which means he's going to have a really probably good chance of making a great shot there. Let's see here. So do it himself. So on the take on check, he can take, so if you look right here on the thing, on the rule book, you can see it says, if the player wins take on check, instead of going to an attack, he can elect to make an immediate long range shot. Use the player's shot rating, half down, and round it. So his would be 5 down to 2.5, so you have 2 stars. If we do the long range shot though, I'm gonna think he's gonna do actually an individual effort here. So he's gonna actually try that out. I think is the best way of doing it. So if the player wins the take on check, instead of taking an attack, he can actually elect to do it himself. Move the ball forward toward the goal, or either take the shot himself or use the ball handling abilities to pass to an open teammate. The result is referenced using the player's shot or assist rating, whatever is greater, which is obviously his shot because he has a 5. Roll all 3 dice and check the result on the individual effort chart in the lower right of the game note. So note that if you choose to use a player's assist rating, any goal scorer would be credited to a different player. Okay, so let's try that. So let's do that actually, because he did win the thing here. So I want to see what an individual effort would do here. Okay, so we're gonna check this out here real quick. So 2 to 12. So I'm assuming it's gonna be he's gonna have a shot, right? So he's gonna take the shot, and so we're gonna probably I apologize. I'm still kind of reading that. Do we move the player here? Roll all 3 dice and check the result bar in the ball. If you choose that, do we move the person? I'm not sure actually. Shot. Okay, roll. Okay, yeah. So we do move the player. Do we move the player? Because on a long range shot you do roll, and so you roll all 3, and you actually still have to do it. But if you notice on the long range shot, it does make sense that if you move him, because it did roll a 2, so that means it's going to be Marco who's going to be moving. So I'm not sure if it's going to be him actually out of the play here, and so it just marks itself as a missed shot, I think, right? I think that's what it says here. So it says black is outside his shot, so rather than that, yeah, it just is, I don't know. I don't know. Do you move him? Because that's where I'm kind of curious here. Because it's an individual effort. So if he's not there, then it's not going to really make sense. So let's move him, right? Because we roll all 3 dice, right? That's what it says here. So roll on this chart. So we're going to move him. So Frank Ricard is the one that comes up here. So let's check it. So 6 or 8. So 8. So 2 and 6 equals 8. So turnover, defense gains possession. So it looks like the shot was kind of squandered there, or the time was squandered, but still there was a turnover and defense gains possession. So it was a close shot there to try to see if they could do it here. So definitely a turnover there, and well, England has the ball here now. So England has the ball. We'll do that for ball so that they have the ball. Okay, so 68th minute in the books here, or 67th minute in the books, and we're going to keep on going to the last, I guess the last third of the match. Okay, let's pull it out here. So, okay, so a 4. So let's move a 4 here. Tony Adams here is going to be moving over with Ashley Cole. And then 6-5 is an 11, so that's a corner kick. So the shot is going to be by 5. So John Terry is going to have taken a shot there, and missed shot is going to shot on target, I guess you'd say, deflected out of bounds here by John Terry. Okay, and then starting on this next minute, we're going to have a corner kick. So corner kick by John Terry. Let's see what happens here. All right, so a corner kick with John Terry at the helm there. It's going to be corner kick 3? Yeah, so 3. I do have to change Wayne Rooney and Alan Shearer, though. Alan Shearer. So it's a highlight reel CK. So let's check out highlight reel CK here. So highlight reel K, highlight there. All right, highlight reel corner kick. Let's read it here. All right, so highlight reel. Okay, so the 4 is going to change here. So Ashley Cole, move him over. All right. So looks like we have here 4-4 is an 8. So offensive player 2. So that's going to be Paul Gasonji, or whatever the hell his name is. All right. So player 2, opportunity to make header shot for goal. Use player's head rating. So his head rating is an X. Oh boy. So head rating. So when the text calls for header or kick shot, use player's appropriate head or kick symbol to determine result of the shot. Add black and white dice and compare result with ranges below. So he is deficient. It looks like because he has an X underneath his head. So deficient skill set, scores goal on 2. So if we look right now, if we're adding the black and white dice, it's an 8, right? Well, I guess, would that be really fair? So use for a goal, okay. Do we roll again? Because, right, use player's head rating, right? Because, I mean, well, if it was 8, it'd be 0-2. To make header shot for goal, use player's head rating. Symbol determine the head result of the shot. Add black and white dice and compare result with ranges below. Well, the only ones that would actually make the shot, if you look here, right, would be because 9 would mean that 0-4, the position 4 would have to literally always have a plus or a check. You know what I mean? So, do we roll again? I'm gonna roll again and say that we have to roll again because it wouldn't make sense why you'd, I don't know. I'm going to roll again here. We're going to see what the black and white dice when we roll it again. So it's an 8. So it is not a goal there. So missed shots are considered to have sailed over or wide of the net, not next. Oops, that's a little typo there. Defense takes over. All right. So defense takes over there. So definitely a great, well worth play there, I guess. Too bad Paul Kasonji cannot do that there. It's going to be a missed shot there. Okay, and that was Paul. And then that was Gasonge. See how much British soccer I watch, obviously. So, 70th minute, let's check it out. Let's see what happens here. So it's going to be over to the Netherlands ball there. All right, let's keep ourselves in line there. Just kind of get my rule book out here. The dice here, and 70th minute is in action after the header fired by Paul that was sailed a little bit wide. So 5 is going to be the defenders here. So Ruud Krul is going to get out, or Ruud Krul is going to get out there. We have ourselves a 6 and 4. So 4-6 is 10. So that's going to be a tackle. So it looks right here in the blue or green here. It says final 30 minutes. Green die player from trailing team substitutes instead of switching. If game is tied, offense player substitutes. So the game's not tied. The trailing team substitutes instead of switching. So it looks like we actually switched, right? We switched it, right? Oh, green die player. Oh, whoops. So green die player. Does that mean? 5, so substitutes instead of switching. So we switched Jap and Stem, so he's going to be actually substituted out. So he is definitely going to be out of position here because it's going to be Arjen Robben who's going to come out onto the pitch here in the place of Jap Stem, which, well, that doesn't make sense at all. I mean, there's no reason at all why he would be out here. But he doesn't actually have any triangles or symbols, so it shows us there that he's going to actually get the green one here, which is only worth 3, I believe, and it leaves once he gets moved. So if defense team, let's look back to 10 here. 10. If defense team has a square, which they do have 3 of them, it gains possessions, otherwise advance continues. So we're going to continue on with England having the ball here, and the advance continues, or stop there. So it looks like that was a turnover, right? Turnover with England ball. Okay, so let's roll it again here and see what happens on this one little try here. So a 2, so Paul says goodbye to his little chip here. I don't really know how to use them, so I'm not really sure why I am using them. But Glenn Hoddle is going to come out here on the pitch. Okay, on the behalf there, so we should be pretty solid here. 2-6 is going to be an 8. So build up with a green die roll, or the gold die is a 6. So we're looking at star here. So star, it looks like all across here is going to be star. So let's look on the offensive side. They have no stars, literally no stars in their team. But of course they have 1, 2, and 3 stars in Netherlands. So if you look there, it looks like defense takes possession. And now there was no shot. It looks like it was a ball turned over. So now it's going to be Netherlands ball. Okay. And we're going to roll again. Keep on moving here. Soul Train's moving. 6. So it's going to be 2-3. So the 2 player and the 3rd player are going to move into the position. So Steven Gerrard's coming out here in the position. And now it looks like we're going to go 2-3, which is 5. 5 is a referee decision, table M. And I have it right in front of me there. So we're going to look real quick on this side here. Roll 2 dice. Okay. Oh, whoops. We got to roll again here. So 6. So 6. So 3 and 5 again. We're going to see them move. And 5. So Rio Ferdinand is going to get onto the pitch, looking there. So it looks like 3-5 is actually 8. So 8 says, on a neutral, because he's still neutral, defensive foul, yellow card, and indirect free kick. Uh-oh. So it looks like on this one, we're going to see that. So on fouls, the green die indicates fouling player. If green die is 6, which it is, use any defense player card with card check. If none, choose any defender with hard quality. If none, no foul issued. If green die is 6, offense called. Wait, what? If green die is 6, oh, it's on a different thing. So it looks like if green die is 6, so it's gonna be a defensive player with card trait. So let's see here. Who has cards? So no one has card trait. So let's look down the line on our English team. Who has the hard trait? So one player has the hard. So it's going to be Tony Adams. That gets the yellow. Now I don't think there's anything different on this game that happens when you have a yellow card. I guess you could play it safe. I don't really care because if you know, it doesn't matter to me. It's an end of the game. Doesn't matter too much here. You want to make sure that you have your best players out there. Okay, so I guess let's check real quick here. I was just reading the rules real fast there, and I can actually look here. So it gets a yellow card. So yellow card, extra detail. So let's do that, because I already have the indirect free kick. You just roll on the normal. You roll on the normal chart there. The normal chart shows that what happens. But let's check and see what happens on the yellow. So we're going to use 2 dice and note result. So 1-6. So it's 7. So 7 is descent. Oh no. So descent. Looks like the yellow card here. Did I put a K down there? My gosh. Oh man. Just no good there. Not doing so well. So yellow card. For who was it? Was it Tony Adams? Tony Adams for descent. Dun dun dun. Okay, so let's see here. So that was an 8. We rolled it there. So it was a yellow card and indirect free kick. Okay, so let's put that away. Now, when we have the indirect free kick, I believe we literally just do the main pitch. We don't even change it. We don't even change it at all. It's just played the same. So we don't do anything at all. So let's check here. Roll again. Okay, so 3. So Wesley Schneider played here. Okay. Okay, so 2-4. So 2-4 is a 6. Take on. Use matchup from dice, i.e. black and white. So it's a 4, so it's going to be looking at the hard on the 4 and 2 dice. So 4 is the offense, so the hard attribute. So neither of them have it. So let's check real quick here and see what happens. All right. Let's see here. Because it was a 3, so there was nothing different there. Why am I doing that? So home dice, so it's going to be away. So it looks like England's going to actually take the ball on the take-on. So I believe that's that. So on this one's going to be the free kick, right? The free kick is actually rewarded. Direct free kick. So that's a take-on. So it's a turnover right here. So turnover, England ball. Cool. All right, so we're in the 74th minute. Only have roughly about 15 more minutes, I suppose, of action here. It's actually getting a little bit faster and a little better here, I guess you'd say. So let's check it out here. So 6, so we're going to look at 5 and 2. So 5 is going to go here. So goodbye, Iron Robin, who is playing in the back for literally whatever reason. And 2, Frank Picard. Marco van Basten is going to be there. Okay, and we're going to go over here. Let's see. So 5 and 2, that's 7. So midfield battle. We got the roll here. So 6 midfield battle. Mark off 6 minutes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's look here. So if a team has not made a required substitution, it must sub here. Roll green die, indicate which must player leave. Okay, so everyone's already rolled the die here. So star quality. So let's see who has stars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's, yeah, they're not gonna, it's them. They're gonna have the attack. So they're gonna start with 80th minute with the attack. So let's check it out. See what happens on the attack here for the Netherlands. See if they're gonna make a nice 80th minute comeback. It is 1-0 for the English here off of an Alan Shearer wonder strike off by, I think it was Ashley Cole. So 5, let's move 5 here. They have the ball. I forgot to put that back there. So Iron Robin's going to come back on. And on the attack here, so 5, if we look, black die higher than triangles or triangles. Let's see. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is higher than, or well, let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is the black die equal to or lower than the triangles? So it is equal to the triangles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is going to be actually result on an on-target shot here. So when an on-target starts here, we're going to consult the dice roll in the column to determine which position shoots. The green die from this roll indicates which player will add the assist. So the assist is going to go to 5, so that will be Iron Robin, okay? And on the attack chart here, it's a 5-5, so that's going to be a 10. So on the 10, it looks like it's going to be 0-2, which is going to be Marco van Basten. So Marco van Basten is going to get a shot here, and we're going to actually go to it's going to need a special save here. So a spectacular save is going to be needed. So let's check and see what happens here. All right, here I don't need to roll that die there. All right, so that's going to be 7. So 7 looks like a 2-star or better is saved. So for spectacular save, if you look right here, Peter Shilton here, I'm not sure if you guys can read that 100%. Hopefully you guys can. Peter Shilton actually has a 2-star, so he is so close, and he does actually make a perfectly great save there. So it's going to be saved. Now, with a saved, offense does maintain possession and begins new minute with a corner kick. So we're going to say that's a saved shot there. So let's see here. That's going to be a missed shot. Wonder save, though, and who's going to be shooting that one? That's going to be Marco van Basten. And then we're going to go to a corner kick starting off here. So corner kick's going to start us off. So Iron Robin actually showed off his leg there, giving a little bit of a nice little play there. So let's see what happens here. So the 2 plays here is going to be a 5 and 6. So 5-6. Well, I guess we probably should actually move Johan Cruyff here because of that. I'm going to take this off. I'm not going to use it. I don't have any point in using that. I don't really know what to do with it. We're going to work on that later. right, so 5-6 on the black and white die is going to be an 11. So an 11 on the normal chart here, it looks like it's going to be a tackle. So final 30 minutes. Man, how many more substitutions? Son of a gun. No, 11? Okay, good. Thank goodness. Oh gosh dang it, there's more substitutions. All right, so final 30 minutes, green die, so offensive player and defensive player substitute, not switch. So green die, so final 30 minutes, so it looks like Dennis Bergkamp and Robin van Persie are gonna switch there, and that'll be the last substitution they can actually make there. And then Alan Shearer, and I'm gonna say, not Peter Bjardsley, we're going to actually say Gary Lineker. We'll switch there for substitutions. That's going to be the second one for England and the third one there for Netherlands. Okay, so now it's going to be a corner kick. So 5 shot the ball. So Iron Robin missed the shot there on the corner kick. Okay, for Iron Robin. Okay. Probably flopped a little bit there, probably called for a foul. And then we're going to actually get another corner kick here for the Netherlands. So next minute here, so all right. Next minute, corner kick, so 6. That's going to be a 1-3, so let's change that up real quick here for the play. And 3. Okay, Steven Gerrard. And let's see here, 6. Okay, so 1 and 3 is 4. So 4 is attack, no squares. All right, so maybe this is it, guys. Here, maybe this is it, folks. They may have it here, folks. Let's check and see what happens. So looks like we're gonna attack, an all-out attack. Looks like the corner was wonderful. Let's see what happens. So 4. Needs to move here, so Ronald Koeman's going to go out there. Frank de Boer is going to come in, and so 6 is 6 equal to or lower than the triangles. So it's not there. 1, 2. So it is actually higher. So it's going to be defended. So the defense on this is going to be 7. So out of it looks like out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick again. So they hit it out of bounds there. So OB. And it's going to be another corner kick, right? Is it a corner kick? Yeah, so it's going to be a corner kick again. So let's see another corner kick on the 83rd minute. All right, so corner kick on the 83rd minute. Let me do that real quick. All right, so 6, so 2 and 5. So Paul Gascoigne there. And Rio Ferdinand's going to bring back John Terry back onto the view there. All right, so 5 and 7 is going to be, or 5 and 2 is going to be a 7, kind of switched up there. So a midfield, well, 5 and 6, yes, 5 and 2 is 7. We're not going to go to the corner kick chart. We're going to go here, and the green is actually a, oh, well, 5 is a 5 because I'm using the gold die as the second re-roll. So 5. So mark off 5 minutes here. So corner kick. So so we're gonna say that's midfield battle. So we're gonna mark off. Do we mark off this? It looks like it was a miss. So 1. So I'm gonna say that's 1 because that's. I mean, it has to count as 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm saying this, why I'm putting this in the same box here, is because of the fact that it starts off the minute as that. So I'm going to say that is as if it's blank. So this is like a blank thing, and that's just where it starts the play as a corner kick. So with that being said, 5, we're going to use the team with the most tactics to start the 88th minute, and we're only going to have a couple of minutes here left for the Netherlands to do a full-on blitz here. So let's see here. So tactics, 1, 2. So 2 for Netherlands, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in England. So they're just they're just a little more tactile over there. So we're going to start the next minute here for England with an attack. Okay, so England with the attack here. Let's see what's going on. So 4 on their team. So Tony Adams is going to switch out for Ashley Cole back in the lineup or back in the scene. So on the attack, so as 1, higher than their triangles. So they have one triangle, two. So they have two triangles. So it is black die is lower than, and is the white die higher than the squares. So is the white die 3 higher than the squares? So 1, 2. It is. So that is going to be a roll. It's going to be a shot here. So we're going to see real quick here. It is going to be on target for their shot, which is great. So let's see some action here. The green die on this roll indicates which player will add his assist rating, so 4. So it looks like Ashley Cole is going to be the assister here. And then 1, 3 is 4. So 4 is 1. So it looks like Wayne Rooney is going to require Edwin van der Sar have a spectacular save. So let's check those real quick here and see what happens on this play. Okay, spectacular save. Coming up for Van der Sar. Very good goalie. 5. So let's look at the 5 chart here. So 5 chart looks like, oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or better saved. Otherwise it's a goal. Well, Van der Sar only has 3. So if you can believe it, I absolutely can tell you here, it is an absolute cracker right into the top corner there. So it looks like it is a beautiful goal. Absolutely well struck here. So looks like we have it here for us. A wonderful goal. And at this point, I think if we put this down here, a goal, that will be the finisher for the Netherlands, as I do not believe they're going to be able to come back from 2 goals down with only 2 minutes left in full time. So Wayne Rooney gets his first goal here. Definitely supplanting him as absolutely one of the greatest, if not the greatest, next to Alan Shearer, who scored again, or who scored as well, as one of the greatest strikers in English history. So that was amazing there. 80th time goal there. No need for stoppage time, says the English team and the English captain, sort of. So 89th minute and 90th minute coming up here. That's going to be a goal there for them. And let's start it up here. Looks like Netherlands is going to get back here and try to regroup. Okay, so the regrouping has commenced, folks. Let's see what happens. So Wilhelm van Heiningen is going to be taken out there. And looks like we're going to have a 6-5, so that's the 11. So 11 is corner kick here. Now it looks like offense and defensive player are going to substitute. Well, they can't substitute anymore, but 3 definitely can. So Steven Gerrard will be substituted out for Peter Beardsley in the 89th minute. So good job there, Steven Gerrard, out there. And now it's going to be a corner kick. So it's going to be a shot on target by number 4. So missed by Frank de Boer. Okay, it's going to be a corner kick starting on the 90th minute. Now, extra time. Let's see how much time the ref is going to actually give us here. So let's see. Just checking some rule book action here. Again, they always say, make sure you always do that. Read on screen. So, if the first half ends, okay, so that's great. The game ends when the action is generated in the final minute of the game. 90th minute plus extra time is completely resolved. Note that the midfield battles cannot exceed past the 45th and 90th minutes. If the timing of a midfield battle would take it beyond the 45th or 90th minute, consider the battle to have ended at the 45th minute and resolve the attack. The action must be completely there, so it looks like we don't actually add any extra time. So there's no injury time either. So it looks like we are done at 90 minutes. So because you can always do like because it has to actually end. So for instance, it says here, for example, if the final minute generates a corner kick, result dice of 11, you would mark the missed shot in the final minute and then complete the game with a corner kick. There could be multiple extra minutes added this way. So like you could keep going back with corner kicks, and continue that roll until you actually get the attack is done and it's done. So right now we have a corner kick in the 90th minute. Okay, and it's going to be awarded to the Netherlands. Let's see what happens. Don't need those dice, do I? Yeah, I do. Okay. All right, so number 4, Frank van den Boer is going to go out there. Ronald Koeman is going to come in. Okay, and the light here. So let's see what the last play is going to head up here. So it's a 5-1. It's a 6. So 6 means it's going to be a take on. And so take on looks like this. So 2 is touch. So 5 and 1. So the 1 is going to be Robin van Persie. And does he have touch? And the other one doesn't. So he does. So they're going to go for an attack here. And Robin van Persie, I'm not going to do anything because he does have a good shot, but he doesn't have the great shot. You want somebody with a great shot to be able to take that individual strike. Now, does he do an individual effort is the real question. Again, he has a 3, and if you look at the chart here, if a 3 or better, so there's only 2 ratings that are going to be anything where it's like, oh no, that's bad. So I'm going to say right now, we're going to go for... Oh boy, what are we looking at here? It's got to be an individual effort because there's not any team members here that have a lot of good triangles. So we're going to go for individual effort here. So we're going to roll the dice here and see what happens. Okay, so check on the dice. 6. Rather than Craig, you can do this. Roll in this chart. See what happens here. I don't think I actually have to roll the green die on this one here. So, okay. All right, so 6-3. So 6-3 is a 9, and it looks like turnover, defense gains possession. So that will be the ball game. So England gets the ball, and that would end the game. So, all right, that's the ball game there, guys. As you guys can see here, absolutely a lovely play here for England. So that was going to be a goal there for England. So that's 2 goals there. So in full time, that is 2 goals here. I can do all these stats later on, but at this point we know just by looking at this, which is literally unreadable for a lot of you guys probably, but we can see Alan Shearer had the goal in the 39th minute, and then a goal here by Wayne Rooney with a cracker on the top shelf there in the 88th minute. Guys, it's been absolutely a pleasure. Check out, of course, any of my Twitter accounts there at Kiefer Gaming or on Facebook there, but the English team is going to actually advance here, and they're going to go on to the second round, whereas Netherlands is going to go to the loser bracket. And what I'll do is probably end up not showing the loser bracket probably on screen, probably. I'll probably end up playing that, but we'll see about how that works. Guys, it's been enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you made it this far. Again, thank you for everything, and if you don't mind, drop a like and a comment. See what you guys like about this. If you don't like it, then that's fine. Comment on that too. But I will see you next time in the bleachers.